What up? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome, and welcome to another video of the Halloween series. So now we're going to be reading a creepy story about a seance gone wrong. I don't know if it's true or not, but also I haven't read it yet because I wanted to read it with you guys, so yeah. It seems to be really creepy, but I don't know. Let's hope it is. Before we get started though, I just want to say that if you're new here, hello, I post new videos every week. I would love it if you could just go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell thingy. Also, if you like this video, of course, don't forget to like button because that really helps the channel. Now, if you want to hear this spooky, creepy story, I guess, just go ahead, turn off your lights, and stick around. Believe this or not, that's entirely up to you. This story is real, although I wish with everything I have that it wasn't. This is about when two friends of mine were stupid with a seance and what happened to all of us. This was very hard for me to write, and I hope you can use it for your channel. I am. Thank you. I'm a little scared now. The names of everyone have been changed. The person the story is about actually has an article online about him. I changed his name just in the essence of protecting his family. Also my co-workers as well. Around 5 years ago now, when I was a junior in high school, my two friends Larry and Lars were into some weird shit, so to speak. During seances and effing around with Ouija boards. Dumbasses, I know. Believe me or don't believe me, but I am someone who can hear, see, sense, and speak to spirits. I can also sense people's energies, and I have a knack for knowing what you're thinking without being told. Sounds super crazy, but it's the truth. So when two friends asked me if I wanted to join their seances, I respectfully declined with the fuck off every time. Now there's one lesson that I want you all to learn from this. Do not mock the dead. These two incorrectly use Ouija boards and seances to mess around with spirits because they didn't believe in it. So, on one special occasion that they decided to do a seance, I got a call from Larry asking me if I wanted to join. Again, I told him where to shove it, okay? But he said this time it was gonna be cool. They were going to call on the devil. Jesus. I immediately freaked out and begged them not to be so effing stupid. But unfortunately, this story isn't a happy one. Once we hung up the phone, I began praying to anyone that was listening to please stop them. About a week later, I got a call from my friend asking me to come over to his house and see if I could see or sense anything. He saw some weird shit was happening around him and he was getting really freaked out. At the time, I was working at a Subway restaurant from 3 to 11 p.m. I barely had time to eat, let alone have a personal life, so he had to come to me. It was around 7 p.m. or so when he came into my workplace, and the second he walked through the door, I felt it. This heavy, horrible feeling. I've only ever felt dread like that one other time, so I knew it was evil. I felt like I was going to throw up. I could barely look at him. When I did finally look up at him, I saw it. This darkness behind him that was standing around 10 feet away. I kid you not, it resembled his shadow, but it was big and dark. I knew better. I told him there was something behind him and he begged me for help. I was terrified and didn't know what to do. Again, I was young and I didn't really understand my ability. And so I told him to start going to church and trying to get in touch with God for spiritual protection. I'm not religious that way in any shape or form, but I didn't know what else to do. He began to bury himself in drugs to try to find some comfort from the darkness that crept closer each day. We lost touch with each other. I'm a straight shooter, so to speak. And I don't have time for druggies. And I honestly couldn't take being around him because that dark blackness made me sick. Fast forward 5 years, August of 2016, I ran into Larry at Walmart and I was honestly happy to see him. But the second I saw him, I felt it again. This time it was everywhere. The black shadow was not right behind him and it was looming over Lars like a cloak. I told him that the thing was right behind him and that he needed to get to church right away. He just shook his head and said he hasn't seen that thing in years. I said goodbye to him and cried the entire way home. I somehow knew that that was the last time I'd ever tell him goodbye. A few weeks later at the facility I work at, the on-call doctor and also my good friend asked me if I'd go over to his office in the ER with him. He needed help. I of course said absolutely, and we made our way across the parking lot, bringing my trainee with us. He swiped his badge across the lock of the ambulance entry and we quickly made our way inside. Just a side note, we were not necessarily allowed to be there. We gathered up everything he needed and me and Rose, my trainee, were just about to leave. I thank God every day that I was the first one out of the office, because what I saw when I crossed the threshold will forever haunt me in the worst way. Rose was younger than me, only being 18. She didn't need to ever see something like that. There was nurses, doctors, and EMTs running everywhere. Blood everywhere. The EMTs were running through the doors with 2 stretchers. The first one carried a zip body bag. That person was dead because there was no energy coming off of them. The second one, however, was not. I could feel the pain and agony coming off of that person in waves. The stretcher passed me, and when I saw who was lying there, I lost it. It was Lars, I cannot say his name. He was mangled, broken, bloody, and half dead. Half of his face was gone, and he was still alive. But he was dying quickly, and I prayed for him to pass as fast as possible. The doctor grabbed me and dragged me back into his office, but it was too late. I had already seen the body of a friend. I know that thing got him. I know deep down the darkness caused the accident that killed him. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my shit together. But for a while, every time I would close my eyes, I would see his mangled body. I finally gotten to a point where I'm totally okay, but even just typing this out brings back a little bit of that pain. I'm not a crier, but I will not lie. Tears were shed while I wrote this to you. Please learn from this story. Thank you. Oh my God. Okay, so that was creepy, but it wasn't as creepy as it was sad, honestly. I like scary things. I like scary stories, urban legends, ghost stories, all that stuff, but I also think that if you don't know any better and you try to communicate with the other side, if you don't know any better, if you're not like an investigator, if you don't have any knowledge, I honestly feel like that could attract things like bad things, entities, spirits, but hey, I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. Also, I don't think mocking spirits and entities is a good idea. And I don't know, guys, like, I think if you're protected and you know what you're doing, you're fine, but I don't know. I downloaded a spirit box app once and I thought it wasn't gonna work, but I heard my name. Spirit box is my favorite thing ever because you can actually hear a voice, you know, saying stuff. But yeah, I don't feel prepared. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I also hope someday I will feel prepared to play games and, you know, go on investigations and all that stuff. Hopefully, but not now. Anyway, what do you guys think of that story? Do you think it was creepy? Do you think it was sad? Do you think it was creepy and sad? Because that's what I think. I thought it was gonna be creepier, honestly. I was kind of freaking out a little bit. I freak out over everything. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying this Halloween series. Let me know how your month is going so far, the best month of the year. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like button, and if you're still watching, comment down below a pumpkin, an eye, and a ghost. I hope you're having an awesome day or night. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm saying, and I'll see you children tomorrow. Bye.
With